Yeah, and what it is it becomes a routine, and that's the biggest thing that you got to have. I'm getting replaced. I gotta move here a little bit.
Julian Strawther, everybody. Julian, first of all, welcome. You took Scotty's seats. That's a very special seat right there.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Hey, I remember talking to you after the Game 5 loss in OKC, and I said, do you think you deserve more playing time? And you said, hey, man, that's up to the coaches. Well, the coaches gave you more playing time. Where was your heartbeat tonight? Obviously, it showed the way you played, but how were you during the game?
I mean, it was one of them things where I understood, especially as a young guy, expecting to play limited minutes. I was going to empty the tank regardless on both ends of the floor. I mean, there was nothing to bring home. This is win or go home. We was in survival mode, so I was going to pour everything I got into the game tonight.
It was 80-80. Then you scored 8 of the next 10 points in a 10-0 run. Yeah, absolutely. Take us through every one of those shots. You had the couple of threes, and you had the alley-oop layup as well.
Yeah, on my first trade, Maul found me on the right wing. It was one of them things, the shot clock was running down. I had to get one up. That one went in on net. And when you see that one go in, it's kind of like, okay, we might got something here. And then, my brother Maul found me again. He drove baseline, found me in the corner. That one I got really emotional on. My brother Dame was in the front row, and I gave him a big high five. And then one more time, my brother Maul found me again for the alley-oop, and that was just a cherry on top.
But here's the cool thing that I obviously realized, the awareness that the shot clock was running down. You couldn't have caught that pass, come down, pivoted, gone back up. The shot clock would have gone off. But you knew that, and I don't think people understand. I mean, where you got to be spatially with your head when all this is going on, like 1,001, 1,002, 1,000, and you made that decision. That's a heads-up play.
Yeah, to catch it facing that way and just turn around. And
that's athlete. Yeah. Pure athlete.
Here's a look at it right now. You're up in the air. You're like, okay, boom. And at that point, Julian, I'm surprised you didn't go to all the players and say, give me the ball. I'm feeling it right now.
Hey, I understand my role, and we still got Big Nikola on the team. We getting him the ball.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey,
you know what?
I'm sorry, Chris. I got to ask this. Why is this team so resilient? How are you able? I mean, you were down 12, and it looked like, and it doesn't bother you guys. It hasn't bothered you in these playoffs.
I feel like we just play for the guy next to us, and I feel like just knowing that your brother got your back, it's easy to go out there and leave everything on the floor. And when things get tough, we have a lot of vets that can calm us down. And, we have the best player in the world who can go get us a bucket and calm everything down, or Jamal to get a timely one. And AG's been so timely throughout the playoffs. Everybody's just always pitching in, and we know that we have a group of guys that, any given night.
You guys held OKC to 38% shooting in the second half, but the thing that's been most fascinating to me is how much zone you guys are playing. Talk about what that does for you guys on the defensive end when you're playing that much zone and the different types of zones.
Yeah, I mean, like someone said, Shay's a special guy, a special driver, and Jalen Williams as well. So, just being able to contain those guys and, just kind of keep bodies in front and keep guys in the gap. That's really our main focus when we out there in zone.
You talked about those shots that you had to make, and you saw that first one go in, and it was quick, not a lot of time to think. In a game of this nature, the time you really get a chance to think is the free throw line. So we're sitting here watching it. We notice you go to the line. Big fella came up and talked to you before you shot. What was he saying to you when you shot before you shot those free throws?
He was just talking about some defensive coverages and something that he wanted me to do on the defensive side of the ball.
But it takes your mind off of how big the free throws are.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I got to step to the line, and as soon as me and Yoke's conversation was over, the ball was already coming, so I had no time to think about the freeze, and I knocked him down.
Julian, since April 26th, the Denver Nuggets have played every other night. You haven't gotten any time to catch your breath. You get 2 days off now before this Game 7. How vital will that rest be for your team?
Oh, I mean, that's huge for us. I mean, we got guys that are going out there playing 40-plus minutes every night. So to be able to let them guys lay down and catch their breath tomorrow, and I mean, that's just huge. And, you know, everybody gets a second to process what happened tonight and understand that we got one more in front of us on Sunday.
You know what, process, speaking of process this entire series. It's been back and forth and so many ups and downs. And just take us kind of inside of how you have been dealing with it, how you guys as a team have been dealing with it.
I mean, similar to the Clippers series, I mean, we came into this one knowing that it wasn't going to be easy. You know, it wasn't one of them things where we like, oh, we're going to get them out of there in 4. We knew it was going to be a battle. We knew they was going to throw punches. We was going to throw punches. And, I mean, here we are, 3-3. With a chance to win the series on Sunday. So, I mean, that's all we could ask for.
The Denver Nuggets beat the #1 seed in the West and win Game 7. Julian Strawther did what?
I left everything out there, you know. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going out there. I'm gonna empty the tank, and I'm going to give us everything they got.
Hey, by the way, can you get your brother a front row seat in that game right there too?
Hey.
Hey, how expensive was that front row seat for you?
Oh, that got nothing to do with me.
Oh!
I'm saving mine. I'm on that rookie deal.
His brother's going to pay his own way into these games. Check out some of the tweets that we had come in. This is my favorite, the Julian Strawther game. The straw that broke the Thunder's back tonight.
Like That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one.
Everybody give it up for Julian Strawther. What a performance, what a game, what a win. We will see you Game 7 and Sunday. Best of luck to you. We're back with more right here on Nuggets Postgame Live. Another look at the straw that broke the Thunder's back.